we want to thank you so much for your unmatchable contributions and support throughout the year. And we pray that 2022 success will surpass that of our previous achievements. My name remains Faith Ezekwe, and with me on today's discussion is Mrs. Blessing Ojo.
It's good to have you join us again on the program this season. I welcome you all to 2022. It's a year filled with new opportunities, and I believe that the good Lord that has started this with us will see us through it to the very end. You are welcome.
Yeah, you heard her very right. It's a year filled with new possibilities and new hope. And we pray that our expectation will not be cut short. For our new viewers who may want to know what Balanced Bread is all about, Balanced Bread is designed to bring to you balanced views on issues and thoughts, balanced views and thoughts on issues of great importance through conversations. These conversations are informative and educative. They will encourage you to make informed decisions and also challenges you to make necessary adjustments so that you can become a better version of you, which of course is our primary goal, make building people of great virtue. So kindly share this link, invite your friends, your loved ones, your colleagues to be part of this conversation, and they will be glad you did.
Yes, it is important that you share the link. Invite your loved ones, your colleague, your husband to be part of this wonderful program. And we ask that you do share, comment, and like our page. Thank you.
The year is young and a lot has been said to us. Declarations have been made, words have been spoken. And we, on our part, we are eagerly awaiting the manifestations of these declared words and spoken words. But we know that words are seeds, and when they are planted, they need a good soil condition for it to survive. And no matter how good a seed is, when it does not meet a favorable condition, it will not survive. The soil here is the seed, your heart and its condition. And the seeds here are the words that have been spoken. So our hearts must be in a good condition to receive what has been said. So there are attitudes and vices that may hinder our heart from receiving. So today we'll be dealing with one of those vices, those attitudes. And our topic for today is ingratitude. Ingratitude. Yes, you heard me right. Ingratitude. What is ingratitude? Ingratitude is showing lack of appreciation or lack of acknowledgement of good deeds done to us. Simply put, ingratitude is thanklessness.
And ingratitude, as we have said, to God and to man. So I want to take the first aspect, that of the God. And the people who show this high level of ingratitude to God were the children of Israelites. Because throughout their stays, after God sent Moses to deliver them, they witnessed all the miracles that took place in Egypt.
Exactly.
Crossing the Red Sea, they crossed it on dry land.
Exactly.
And it will amaze you how so soon they just water the miracles down by complaining about food and water. Even like in verse 3, have it there. And the children of Israel said to them, "Oh, that we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the pot of meat, and when we ate bread to the full. For you have brought us out into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. If God have delivered them from all the plagues that took place in Egypt, crossed the Red Sea that they crossed on dry land, drowned the Egyptian that were coming after them. So it's like, let me say, they have short memory. For them to have start thinking, they forget about their freedom.
For me, I would say they suffer spiritual amnesia. They had memory loss.
They really did.
Because you wonder, these people, they witness firsthand the act of God. They witness the power of God in action. They saw it. It's not a story that was told to them at all. They saw it firsthand. They were there. It happened right in presence of them.
In their presence.
They also witnessed the 10 plagues. Right in their presence, God did mighty hands. And it looks as if immediately they crossed the Red Sea, they forgot about all the things God did for them.
Forgetting to remember that the God that has done it for them there is mighty. In fact, he is more than the miracle of food and water. So their complaint, I don't.
Honestly, their show of ingratitude is second to none. Another demonstration of ingratitude is seen in Luke chapter 17, verse 11 to 19. In verse 11 tells us that Jesus was on his way to Jerusalem. And on his journey, he passes through Samaria and Galilee. Traveling through both regions, he had to come to a certain village where the Jews and Samaritans lived in coexistence. Remember that the Jews don't want to have anything to do with the Samaritans. So they are coexisting here does not mean they love themselves. It's just because they had a common need, because they were all lepers. So these people, on sighting Jesus, cried out for Jesus to have mercy on them. And Jesus asked them to go show forth themselves to the priests. So on their way going to show themselves, they find out they were cleansed. And one out of the 10 lepers returned to show gratitude. 1 out of 10 lepers. 10 came back to show gratitude. That speaks volume. You see, we may want to blame the lepers, the 9 lepers, for their neglect in thanking God, thanking God for their healings, or easily blame the Israelites for not appreciating all that God did for them in the wilderness. If I may ask, are we any different from them? With the gross ingratitude we show on daily basis, on the goodness God shows towards us, and the kindnesses shown to us by the people God brings our way, are we any different from them? We are not at all. I don't think we are different. When we wake up daily and just jump up to go about our businesses, our job, our daily activities, without thanking God for all he has done, for the gift of life, that is ingratitude. When we murmur, we complain, we grumble about the many things God has not done for us, that is gross ingratitude. We are no different from the children of the Israelites. When we mutter of unmet needs and show secret anger towards God for the 1 or 2 things he has not done for us, that is ingratitude. And also, when we do not acknowledge the font of our blessings, the sources where our blessings come, we not acknowledge him, that is ingratitude.
And
So,
did you know that in all of this you have talked about, those people close to us, our relatives, are the ones that bears the bulk of this topic we are discussing today. Because our close ones thinks they are entitled to whatever they get from anyone that is the breadwinner of the family. Maybe the sister, the other brother, maybe it might be the youngest. Whoever God has blessed to take up this responsibility, they think it is their right.
I'm forgetting that
I'm
we have
forgetting
rights
that
and privileges.
They have rights and privileges. That it is out of sacrifice. The people that provide these things for them deny themselves
a lot.
a lot to be able to provide what they are getting. But at the end of the day, they end up not appreciating what is being done for them.
Actually, most of the people who show this attitude of ingratitude is mostly our loved ones, just like you have just said, our siblings, sometimes even our parents or even our children, because they don't know how much we pay or the sacrifices we go through for us to put some things in order to get to them. And another attitude that one may say is foolishness. It's one of the causes of ingratitude. Have you met people who are in need, but they are arrogant and proud? You dare not meet them. They are in need, but they are arrogant and they are proud. Wait until you hear this story. Years back, there is this relative of ours. We support them. We support the family with the little we have. So every month, once salary is paid, my husband will send something to the family. Then they had 5 children, and we just had 1. You know, there are people who so much believe in this matter, go multiply and fill the head. And they have gone and they have multiplied. But they have refused.
The expense of others.
Wait, and they have refused to have dominion. They don't want to add the dominion. So all right. So one of these days, what my husband usually sent to them did not get to them as usual because there was delay in the payment of salary. So she picked up her phone and called me. And to my greatest surprise, she asked me, when will the crumbs that falls from our table get to them? You know, I pretended as if I did not hear. I said, I don't understand. She said, no, that she's just asking. What about when will the crumbs that falls from our table get to them? I say, you mean the thing the assistant my husband gives to you people is what you refer as crumbs. She said, no, that she's just saying that the time have passed. I said, you mean? I sat her and I schooled her. That thing you call crumbs, if you know the pains we go through to put those things together to send, you will be more grateful. If you know what it takes we forgo to send that crumbs, you will be grateful. And our attitude is like that. You don't know the sacrifices people make to help you meet up those needs. You don't know the sacrifices people for their pleasure, the things they forgo, for them to help you pay their school fees. Add up to that house rent. You don't know.
Do you know that at times, the people that help them, if care is not taken, they tend to live large than you sacrificing.
You, the helper.
Yes. You, the sacrifice, they live large than the kind of things they do. You dare not do it. So that is one aspect of ingratitude people. But God,
you see, most time we are quick to commonize the help and people's efforts, but it's not that way. And another thing is that before they add their attitude, before they come to you, they already have an imaginary view of you. For instance, I'm coming to you, Mrs. Ojo. I want an assistant of 200,000. Right from home, I've already pictured everything. She dresses very well. Her children attend international school. They have 2 cars. Their house is beautiful. So they sum up. They have their own parameter. They sum up everything. They believe in their hearts that you have it and that you will give it to them. And so when they come and you give them the little you have, they feel unsatisfied. And they go about to say a lot of things about you because they feel you have it. One thing I want us to understand that the people will go for help needs help too. They have needs. They need help too. Behind that beautiful suit, so many people are sweating, honestly speaking. Behind that beautiful house, everything you see, they have needs, they have unpaid debt, they have bills to pay. So don't have the mind you just sit down at home and conclude. If it's easy, why are you not
sacrificing for others?
So that others can come to you.
Because if you take a good look at it, people with ingratitude spirit, they demand more and they can never assist anybody. They are always asking for help.
Demanding for more. Exactly. They are always demanding for all. And they are so inconsiderate of the help you give to them. They are so inconsiderate. They feel they deserve more than you have given them. So no matter what you give to them, they don't
They are
appreciate.
not satisfied.
Yes, they are not satisfied.
So
If God will open our eyes to see how we show ingratitude, we will ask God for more mercy. A man said a story of how God opened his eyes to show him his heart of how ingratitude has taken place there. He said for 10 years he was working in a company, and for once his salary was not ceased. Every month this salary comes regularly. And for 10 years, each time he received this salary, he would smile, mutter some things, and just walk away. So he was now transferred to another place, new location. For the first month, the salary was seized. Second month, no salary. Third month, guy started praying. God, what have I done? What is happening to me? And God now told him, for the past 10 years, you have never appreciated me for once, for the salary that is coming. So why are you complaining now? He said, but it's my job, it's my work. He said, no. Each time you take your salary, you mutter in low voice, my hard work has paid. Then God asked him, who gave you life to go to that work? Do you know how many times have protected you? Do you know on your way to your place of work? Do you know how many times I have saved you from things happening in your office? So if God opens our eyes to see how we show ingratitude, we bow our heads for mercy and for forgiveness. So ingratitude has consequences. And one of those consequences is that ingratitude robs us of God's glory. This happens when we receive God's blessings and fail to show him with gratitude, like the 9 lepers who failed to return to Jesus with the praise and thanksgiving. So ingratitude, one of the consequences is that it robs God of his own glory. We are saying that everything we are is by our strength. That is
another consequences is that it opens the heart of any individual that have this spirit of ingratitude to sin. Because when you ask and the person you are asking for help from gives you an excuse or decide, or maybe that is what the person has not even decide, help you with the little he or she can. Hatred setting, anger, hatred. So, if one wants to be saved, you must detach yourself from the spirit of ingratitude. How can somebody help you with the little he or she is able to do, and you are getting angry about it? Or if you tell you, go, come back, I don't have it now.
Or maybe somebody is coming that they need 100,000. You said, I can't be able to give 100, but hold this 10,000.
This 10,000.
And you go, you are very angry. Why is it 10,000? Do you know, this one also reminds me of something that happened years ago. An uncle of ours came when my dad was very, very sick. He came for assistance, and he needed some money for his farming, about 20,000 then. And my dad was very, very sick, very ill. And my dad said, you can see my condition, I will not be able to give you all this money, but take this and go. And he collected the money and left. Do you know that even when my father died, because after he left, about 2 months later, my father passed on. Do you know, even when he died, that same uncle came during his burial to complain of the money. You asked for 20,000 and 10,000 was given to you. He still came to say that, now wow, this life. So his brother can just die like that and leave all this money. That he came and asked him for only 20,000 naira, and only 10,000 naira was given to him. You asked for somebody that was sick, and you asked for 20,000 and 10,000 naira was given to you. And even at his burial, you were still complaining. Meaning that if he has opportunity, you will go and wake him up.
And collect the balance.
Collect the balance, the 10,000 naira balance from the dead man.
And that is why you will agree with me that ingratitude reflects a heart that have turned away from God.
Honestly. Because
somebody that have sympathy, that have the heart of God, that have the fear of God in his heart, you come to ask for help, and the person is sick. All you need to do is to just keep quiet.
Even if you have,
he has come for assistance. We should not just agree that he cannot help. But the best help he should offer us at that time is just to go quietly not
with his
asking for anything again.
Go quietly with his needs.
And that is why you can see that people with ingratitude spirit, they care less about other people.
Very, very inconsiderate.
They cannot love anybody.
Only themselves.
They are self-centered.
All right. Ingratitude is evidence of idolatry. When we aren't grateful, we are in essence saying, I deserve everything I have. So we make ourselves our own God when ingratitude marks our life. Wow, this is deep. When ingratitude marks our life, we make ourselves our own God. Meaning that everything I have.
Because you look at everything, you think your physical strength is at work here. Your brain, your qualification.
Yes, your connection is the one pushing it.
So, and it becomes very, very dangerous if anyone gets to that point. It becomes very dangerous. So we have to be careful. And this ingratitude thing, I want to come to the person that is sacrificing now.
All right.
If care is not taken, because the Bible says we should be cheerful givers. But if you follow these people's attitude,
you miss out.
You become a grudgy giver.
Exactly.
You will miss out of your blessings.
Exactly.
So that is why we have to be very, very careful. We have to guard our hearts.
Yes, from invaders. I call them invaders because they come with all their negative energy to pull you down, to deprive you from God's blessing, so that you will not, when you don't give, you too will not receive blessing. Exactly.
And if you don't guard your heart, one of the things that will happen is anger.
Exactly.
There is no way somebody will offend you that you will not get angry.
Just like the one that said the crumbs that fell from table. Honestly speaking, when my husband returned, I told him, do you know that the assistant we sent to these people, she called it crumbs? He asked me to repeat it again. I said it. He said, okay. She will know that it's somebody that drops the crumb
before the thing falls.
before the thing falls. So for some time, because of just what you're saying, that we need to guard our hearts. Because the Bible, we find out that in the Bible, we are called to show compassion to others. And we should not allow people to turn us to what we are not designed to be. We are designed to be. So at that point in time, I now found out that even telling him was a mistake. You know, wisdom is profit to direct. So if it's now, I would have known a better way. But when I looked at them and I found out that I should not allow her foolishness to ruin the lives of her children. Because I now went to my husband in wisdom and told him, I said, see, we are not doing what we are doing because of her. If we look at her, we will not do. But look at those children. So we have to return back and continue what we are doing. Because if you train your own and don't train these ones, tomorrow these ones will become nuisance. And your
burden.
Yes, the peace and everything, your children will not have peace. So he saw reason, and we started back and to help them. So when you don't guard your heart, allow these people to invade your heart with things like bitterness, anger, and the rest of them. You will not resentment. You will not be able to receive blessings from God. Yeah. It's the simple truth.
And another thing is guarding your heart, one, against anger. And you have to let them know. You have to just look for a way, find a way to tell them that what they are doing is wrong.
It's wrong.
Because
not necessarily putting them off.
No. You cannot put them off. Because if you put them off, your children will get there and still carry the same burden from their children.
Exactly.
So you just let them know that what they are doing is wrong. Because if I am helping you and you are giving me so much attitude, pride, I will only give you fish. I will not teach you how to fish. Because people with ingratitude spirit they are backstabbers.
They go about to say a lot of things.
Yes.
The ones you have done and the ones you didn't do.
So you have to let them know what they are doing is wrong. And to save yourself, you can help them from afar.
Exactly.
Help them from afar. That which you can do. And you don't expect even thanks. That's 5-letter words. Don't
just
expect it from them.
Do it.
Do it because it is the necessary thing for you to do. It is
that
important
it's
that
service,
you do it.
It's service you are rendering.
Yes.
All right. So how do we avoid ingratitude? The first thing is to be thankful. You know, the antidote for ingratitude is thankfulness. It keeps our heart in relationship to the giver of the gifts. We have to be thankful.
Yes. You have to be thankful. And honestly, you don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm.
Exactly.
You must not do that. You must not set yourself on fire to keep other people warm.
And how do you set yourself on fire to keep other? When you help foolishly, you get burnt badly. Exactly, I get that.
So,
I like that. So another thing is to be thoughtful. You know, forgetfulness makes us become ungrateful. When we forget the things God has done for us in the past, we will not be able to appreciate Him for the things we are expecting for him.
Expecting.
And another important thing is to consider the source. You know, every blessings that we receive is coming from a font. There is a source where all these blessings are coming from. And the Bible speaking in the book of James chapter 1 verse 17 says that every good gift, every perfect gift is from above. It comes from above, from God, Father of light, in whom there is no turning and in whom there is no variation and turning. So every gift, we should always remember that every gift has a source, and that source is God. We should also see God as our giver. When we are grateful and see God as our giver, we will not expect much from people.
From people.
All right. So we thank you so much for being part of our conversation today. In conclusion, we want all that we have said, we encourage you to cultivate the attitude of gratitude. Let's be grateful.
Best attitude
Yes.
is gratitude.
Yes, let's be grateful and thankful in all things, for this is the will of the Father for us. And most importantly, let's put away attitude of ingratitude. Is a bad emotion that will bring a whole lot of troubles for us. Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget to share, comment, and like our page. Join us next Monday, 21st February, for our online and on-site meeting, The Signature. Thank you so much.